Welcome to Chapter 6, The Change Process, using the CREATER process. This process will describe Ronald G. Havelock and Steve Blazotto's Change Agent's Guide. It is a change agent's guide to the change process. Havelock and Zlotolo present 7 ideas in a singular format, which is known as the CREATER or Creator Model. Even though the process seems linear in nature, it is really a series of cycles. The 7 parts include care, 1 is relate, 2 examine, 3 acquire, 4 try, 5 extend, 6 renew. Sometimes it may be appropriate to jump ahead and then circle back in the cycle. We will look at each stage separately. Stage 0 is care. The authors begin at stage 0 because it is ground zero, the rock bottom prerequisite for a change activity. It is here that someone perceives something is wrong, or at least that something could be better. There is a need for action. Caring must start with an understanding of why and how systems change, and of the system to be changed. It is during this stage that the change agent is ready to consider both the cares that motivate the system, or some of its members, to what to change, and those that can serve to avert the change agent to potential obstacles at each change. Step 1. Relate. It is during this stage that the change agent must build relationships with its clients. This change agent is advised to become familiar with the norms and other characteristics of the system, and strive to build a network of supporters who are likely to be most effective in aiding the change of effort. Activities in this stage focus on diagnosing barriers within the client system that is likely to preclude successful change. These activities, along with those in stage 1, lay the foundation for the analysis and action to follow. Examine. Step 2. This is the stage where the change agent will turn cares into problems that you can solve, then go on to meaningful objectives. The authors use the metaphor of a patient-doctor relationship to explain this stage. The concerns brought to the client in the care stage are most likely not the disease, but only its symptoms. The change agent must work with members of the client system to help them articulate that need, to describe the type of pain, to pinpoint its location, and to recall its origin. The authors provide 3 perspectives from which a diagnosis may be pursued, and they recommend combining all 3. 1. Identify the problem. 2. Identify potential opportunities or what is right with the client system. And 3. Examine the strengths, weaknesses, obstacles, and opportunities in context within the client system and seeking to understand this relationship. Step 3. Acquire. Havelock and Zlotolo subtitle this stage as Seeking and Finding Relevant Resources. 7 purposes for acquiring resources in support of change are diagnosis, awareness, evaluation before trial, evaluation after trial, installation, and maintenance. Resources for diagnosis help the change agent investigate the problems, while the awareness resources help the change agent identify the range of potential solutions that are available. Evaluation before trial resources help to support judgments of effectiveness, reliability, and validity based on other experiences. Trial resources are the actual testing of the innovation, while the evaluation after trial resources help assess the result of the trial. The last 2 purposes, installation and maintenance resources, support the implementation and continuance of the change. When using these adequate resources, it helps to make or implement a change and/or decision in later stages. Try, step 4. The core of this fourth stage is a 6-step process which will guide the change agent to 1. Assemble and sort the relevant findings from the acquire stage. 2. Derive implications from the knowledge base that affect the client system and its objectives and circumstances. 3. Brainstorm. Generate a range of solution ideas based on possible solutions identified from previous stages. For example, unique needs, strengths, or limitations. 4 is test feasibilities. 5. Adapt remaining solutions. This offers the change team the ability to adapt or reinvent the changes. And 6. Act. Choose one or more than one solution. Pilot it and evaluate the results to eventually arrive at a decision. Step 5. Extend. At the extend stage, the change agent is gaining deeper and wider acceptance. Once the change has occurred, it must be extended, accepted, and established by other individuals and organizations. The authors examine how individuals accept change through the adaptation process based on Rogers' work. In this process, individuals pass through a series of stages: awareness, interest, evaluation before trial, adapt, and integrate. These stages help individuals to accept the change and allow for further effectiveness. Step 6. Renew. This stage has also been subtitled by the authors as CREATE. Although this is the last step, the change agent's work is not finished. They are now maintaining and monitoring the change. They should be reflecting on the entire change cycle. The change agents should assemble all persons responsible for the change and create an after-action review. Here, an organized review of the project will be discussed. The author suggests that the results of the AAR, such as feedback and effectiveness from the review, will be used to redesign the change process for particular client systems. Eventually, the change agent must turn his attention towards disengaging, although some change agents may also manage an organization. At some point, most move on to other clients and other change efforts elsewhere. The author suggests there are 3 possible criteria for deciding when to disengage. The 3 criteria are: 1. Problem-centered criterion, 2. Innovation-centered criterion, and 3. System-centered criterion. Havelock and Zlotolo's change theory allows us as agents to change our own way of thinking by sequentially and systematically following the 7 stages discussed in this presentation to bring about change and innovation.